From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Big stop, D. Big stop.
Throwing on first down, Martinez. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Well, we knew this game had the potential to have quite a few twists and turns, but maybe not on the very first play of the game.
And not only did they end up with an interception, they got an actual bonus, too. A nice return ends up setting them up first and goal. What a change and what a twist.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score 9-7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Going long here for Wallace. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. What's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Hey, wahoo!
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Armstrong. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Hey, dude.
56. Mike's 56.
Now.
They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Martinez on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 2nd down now, Corbett, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Watch the eye.
They'll try the left side. It's Armstrong. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, echo.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On first down, Martinez. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. On 3rd down, Wade. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some space here. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Martinez to throw on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check three.
Pilot, 64, weak. Check go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd down, Corbett, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Dancing to his left. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
You got tight right there. Kill.
There.
Check. Fresno.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
58 for Mike. 58 for Mike.
They'll drop the throw. They'll roll him out right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Deuce. Check 37.
Hey, Sam off. 5.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over. He's got a man. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Check 52. Out. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Hey, lock it.
Check 24. Slam, slam, slam.
Hey, Haywood. Big grip, big grip.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 16. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6. At the 31-yard line.
X3, 218, chop it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Armstrong. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Down. 10-2 stop.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Bravo.
58, come on. 58, come on.
Ready?
They're going to look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
San Francisco.
Shift. He's coming. We got double up. Check. Crunch. Kill.
Look at me. Zipper.
You got no shot.
On the ball.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. Jam.
Topper.
Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, 58 is the mic.
Smith. Hey.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Yo.
Get it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
61. Match box light. You're out.
Hey, watch it. Twist.
Let go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Look at me. Go. Hey, high 7.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Switch it, clear, switch it.
Rock it. Hey, exit.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sets.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Martinez, operating from the gun. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Eluding the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check 50, check 50. He's checking. Crash.
2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
58, first down. Here we go. Shift, watch the shift. Check three. Check.
Gone.
Check 13. Check go.
Back to throw now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
They're running it. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Yeah, that's what I do. Hey, alert three. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill. Check. Rush in.
He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, ready? 10 logo.
Who that?
Yes. Hey, orbit.
58's the mic. Go 58's the mic.
Two.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Martinez now looking to throw on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 49.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
Now!
Hold. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Get that! Hey, Charlie!
Get that quarterback, D-line! D-line, get that quarterback!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
58's the Mike. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. 58, boys, 58. 58's Mike.
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Armstrong. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Just like that. 58's Mike, 58.
Go!
Second and 1.
You don't want none. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
Look at me, zipper!
It's the Mike. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight. 58's the Mike.
Go! Go!
The Mike. Wild Bill. Wild Bill.
Now!
Second and 1. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
I got you. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike.
Check.
Five!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand. and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and they were buoyed, Charles.